Hey, it's Dr. Pete Van Branken down here at Dick Monroe Veterinary Clinic. Early in the morning, we're getting ready to go ahead and start fighting disease and pestilence. It's Dr. Pete here. First patient was a young cat that just needed to be caught up on vaccines. That's actually important. The little cat had some ear problems and had ear mites a while ago. Her vaccines today. Yeah. She an in and out cat? In and out?
No.
Just indoors?
Indoors.
Okay. We like to look at their teeth, make sure you don't have any resorptive lesions or anything. Sometimes these cats get this sort of stuff. And she's got kind of dirty ears today. What's that all about? Has she been having ear problems?
When I first got her, she had ear mites, but they said that they treated them and they like fell out, I guess.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a little stuff out of the ears. This is just mineral oil. We're going to put on a slide here.
Okay.
And we'll see if you got any ear mites going on there, okay? Because really, we don't see very many cats with ear infections.
Oh, gross. She might, looking at that.
Yeah. Do you have other cats at home?
I just got a new cat, but they've been separated.
Okay.
So.
What do you mean separated? You mean in
like
separate rooms?
Yes, like I just adopted her.
Okay. So what we're going to do is going to put this debris, and there really shouldn't be anything in a cat's ears. They really don't make very much. In fact, I just don't see very many infections in cat's ears because they really don't make enough earwax for that to happen. So when I see this and it's in both ears, it's bilateral, so you got something going on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run back and look at this, okay?
Yeah, please do.
And just look at it under a microscope. Okay. A quick look at this under the microscope. So you have to scan the whole slide here just to see what you got going on. So I don't see anything on here. So we'll go back in and get a little more history on this cat, and then we'll kind of go from there. And that's kind of, it would be unusual to find ear mites on a cat that had been by itself for a long time, had already been treated once. There's really no opportunity for him to get it just in the house. Yep. Take Chessie back, and we're going to get a little, we're going to clean those ears with thermazine type of cleaner we use to clean cats' ears with, and we're going to trim your nails. Okay. And we're going to give the vaccines back there, which will be rabies and feline distemper and the leukemia vaccine, okay?
Does she have ear mites?
Nope. I can't find any. I don't know why your ears are... So we're going to ask you a couple more questions. I'm going to let Mackenzie get started on everything. I mean, you got that stuff. The ears should be clean. There shouldn't be anything in those ears at all. So when you're seeing stuff in there, I mean, it's when I see stuff in there, I mean, I always think, the first thing I think is the same thing you think, is that my cat has ear mites. So your cat, I can't find any ear mites or any eggs or anything in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean the ears out today. But I'm going to ask you, are you giving milk or anything like that on the side? What are you feeding?
I'm feeding her, it's like the same brand that you guys have.
Science Diet?
I'm sorry?
Science Diet, then?
It's like the Hills or whatever.
Yeah, Hills Science Diet, sure, yeah.
I'm giving her that.
Yeah, but you're not giving her any treats to speak of.
I give her some of the treats that you can find in the store, but I don't give them like all the time. Okay, well here's what you need to do. So you haven't noticed you're having any ear problems. You haven't noticed you're digging at her ears or anything. When I first got her, I did.
Yeah, because you had ear mites then. Yeah. But I'm going to clean those ears today. How long ago was it that she had ear mites? Quite a while ago?
Like 6 months ago.
Okay, 6 months ago. Well, maybe you just have an infection left in those ears from when you had the ear mites. Because listen, the ear mites defecated in there. And then, so there's all this stuff and everything. And so sometimes you just need to clean the ears. So we'll do that, okay? We'll clean the ears. We'll bring you up to date on your vaccines. Okay. You're doing rabies, which is a good idea. You know, we don't really have much rabies in Michigan, but it's a state law. And the truth of the matter is, if your cat bites somebody, then now you've got, well, they have, if they go to a hospital, they have to report that there's a cat bite, and then, you know, all this stuff happens. You just do the vaccines and you're in the clear. Same thing with feline distemper, which is really kind of like parvovirus in dogs. Okay. Yeah, and we see a little bit of that every once in a while, so it's, I'm giving you kudos for staying caught up and everything, okay? Yeah. And we'll look in these ears. No, one of the things that happens in a veterinary clinic is I'm responsible for the owner. So if the owner gets bit or scratched or nailed while we're doing this, I'm responsible, or the clinic's responsible. Really? Yeah, so we have the professionals do this part.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They know how to do it.
Yep. There's vaccine in here too to give. Okay.
Chessie, you're okay.
was just kind of a leftover ear infection from when they'd had ear mites. So there was all this ear mite feces in there, and that's kind of what the ear infection was living off. So we cleaned that up, and hopefully that turns out well. Our next patient was a little older dog that had been chewing on stuff and had broken off one of his canines up on the right-hand side. Oh, you think you got a broken tooth today, huh?
We definitely have at least one, maybe more.
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think he's been chewing on his kennel.
Oh, he has?
He's in an industrial kennel because he breaks out of the other ones.
Oh, does he have separation anxiety?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Right.
Let's take a look at your teeth today.
Come on, let's go. Over here.
Oh.
So it's his top right. This one is missing, or it's broken down to the gum line.
Whoops, here.
But I think he's also got some other
How old
teeth
is
that
he
are
now?
issues.
Oh, yeah. You know what you'd have to do here?
Get him hold.
Get him, yeah, well, that's right. You know what I'd really do here, I think? Does it seem to bother him at all?
He was pawing at his face the other day, and he's been licking his front legs a lot more.
He'd broken that off. It's all covered over, but you can see it's all bulbed out, and it's all bulbed out because there's a root down there, and it's causing some problems. There's a deal with the medical stuff.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so let's get him in someday,
Okay.
and we'll anesthetize him, and then we'll X-ray those
Okay.
and see where that broken
Right.
tooth is. If we
Right.
gotta get that out, we'll get that out.
Right.
Okay. He's 63 pounds. You know what I might do? I might just put you on clindamycin for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And if there's some infection in that
Right.
jawline,
Okay,
there'll be
hopefully
some relief for that. It'd probably take me a couple of weeks to schedule it in. Probably wouldn't be all that bad of an idea because then when the dental people start in,
Right.
they've got a nice environment to work in.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So we put that dog on clindamycin, and then we're going to schedule a dental. He'll start the clindamycin today. We'll schedule the dental between now and 15 days from now, and then hopefully we'll X-ray that mouth and see how much dental disease we have. Clindamycin all set up, and we'll just put him on antibiotics. So there's got to be some infection going on there probably. So we'll just take care of that, and then schedule his dental procedure during the middle of his antibiotic regime. What we're going to do is we're going to simply put you on antibiotics for 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks,
Okay.
and we'll see.
Just help yourself.
Yeah, I thought he was anxious about me being around him. Anyway, you can see which way the dog's facing, not towards the veterinarian. So we're going to put you on antibiotics to get this all taken care of, and
Sounds good.
and Toby, we'll go ahead and get started on everything. Your
Okay.
vaccines are done, your Heartman was done. So if there's a problem with your Heartman test, we'll call you and let you know.
Okay.
Okay, very good. I don't have anything else for you. I mean, it looks like you're in pretty good health. You're not too fat. If I had anything to really bitch at you about today, I would have.
Right.
Okay.
No, absolutely.
Okay. And that's kind of what this is all about.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
So thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet.